Colin Trevorrow really knocks one out of the park on Twitter and teaches a lesson to some franchises on how fans should be viewed and should be treated. Colin Trevorrow, who is the director of and writer of Jurassic World. He was a writer on Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom and will return for the third Jurassic World installment of the trilogy. He's also was slated to direct episode 9 until he was kicked out by Lucasfilm. And for better or worse, we've got J.J. Abrams now at the helm for episode 9, but Colin Trevorrow has been vocal on Twitter and in general on other news publications about the acidic situation, as he put it, working for Lucasfilm. So it is not a surprise that he has come to bat for the fans of the franchises that he loves. And this comes from Twitter. This was a tweet that was posted yesterday, and it was from someone named Neems. And it says, as one of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World's biggest fans, I support Mr. Trevorrow and trust him and Emily Carmichael to make Jurassic World 3 awesome. Those stupid articles saying we're petitioning him to be replaced are literal trash. And then it says, at Colin Trevorrow, you're appreciated. And then he said, I actually hope Colin Trevorrow sees this and other positive threads people have posted on. The other fan bases can be toxic all they want. Oh, I wonder who he's talking about there. But I will not stand for it in the Jurassic community. I also won't let some intern writer try to get a negative rise out of us. And then Colin wrote back, and unlike other directors of certain films that have responded to fans, he wrote back in some very astonishing statements, and it's a real lesson to those other people, those other unnamed directors. He said, I wouldn't take Screen Rant too seriously. So Screen Rant is .com is apparently the website that I guess first published this article that Neems was referring to. So the website is designed to monetize the passion of fandom. Their writers generate negative clickbait because they're paid to do it. I wouldn't blame the freelancers who make the content. They're just doing their job. That was the first thing he said. And I mean, that already shows the class of this guy, of Colin, because he's not only not attacking the writer at Screen Rant who is, I guess, posting this false petition going around to replace Colin, but he's kind of defending him. He's saying, hey, don't blame him, he's just a writer doing his job. What class? That's something that should really be a lesson taught at Lucasfilm right now. That you just take it with grace. He's not even blaming the guy who wrote the article. He's defending him. A class act. And then he said, fake controversy and toxicity in fandom makes their parent corporations money. So of course they'll stoke that fire. They are profiting off of your passion. And then he goes on to say this, I love our fans. I rely on their deep understanding of the franchise, and I listen to them when we push boundaries and make bold choices. They may not agree with every choice, but they support us because they want our kids around the world to have dinosaur movies too. Wow. I mean, I love our fans. I rely on their deep understanding of the franchise. I listen to them when they push boundaries. Like, to have that said, that's incredible. That shows, again, that he has a deep respect for the fandom of the franchises that he's been working for. He's said similar things about Star Wars, so it's really kind of becoming even more and more unfortunate that he's not directing Episode 9. I would really like to see what he would have to do with that. The way that he would take the story and understanding, especially because of Last Jedi and all the setbacks and the backlash that movie has received, to see how he would take that storyline and advance it, knowing that he loves the fans and he respects their deep understanding of the franchise and the material. So again, this is another example from Colin Trevorrow of how he has respect for the fans, the franchises, and instead of hurling insults at people that are making false articles or criticizing him, he goes on to defend them and say, hey, look, it's not their fault. They're just trying to make money. They're doing their job, to make the companies they work for money. So, you just have to kind of understand it. And boy, would that be a breath of fresh air if we heard those similar statements coming out of Lucasfilm right now. So let me know what you think about this article and about Colin Trevorrow's online behavior compared to certain other people's online behaviors that shall remain unnamed, but I'm sure most of you probably know whom I speak of. Let me know in the comments down below, and if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more content. And until next time, lock the doors and hope they don't have blasters.